Good morning. This is Dr. Blanchard, obviously, those of you who know who I am. I wanted to just sort of touch base with everyone. You should have seen my posting today about a project that I am beginning to map out. Nothing is formally completed or announced as of yet. But I will be approaching my supervisor and people above her about a potential engagement project for this coming fall. Even though the choirs, we're not going to be together face to face singing, I still feel it is very important in order to keep that energy and that momentum and interest continuing to move forward as we all navigate our way through this very, very difficult period of time. I wanted to have a project that sort of gives us something to work towards throughout the course of the fall semester. So when we come back in the spring, we're already engaged and excited and ready to take off running. Because I am a firm believer that if you have something that you really, really want to do, and things out here in the world tend to change and shift as they always do, you still plan ahead and you find creative ways to do that thing or those things that you are most passionate about. In all honesty, I could not just sit home and not sing or not be musically engaged at all. That would put me in a very, very dark place. And anybody who knows me knows that I am a upbeat. I can be a little bit irritable sometimes, but that's who I am. But I am an upbeat kind of a person. And it's because music is in my very being. And to share that experience with other people is food for the soul. And I'm sure many of you feel that way. And although that we are isolated in our own little pods in our homes, in our smaller communities or larger communities, but in smaller spaces, that hinders us from having that connectivity. So one way that we can still remain connected but yet be safe is to do the virtual choir project that I have announced on Facebook for you guys to review. And with this project, what I'm asking for, I want to have no more than 50 singers, preferably between 25 and 30, but 50 being the max, because the more people you have, the more of a challenge it is to sort of coordinate and put all those components together. And I know a lot of folks look at these choirs that are doing these virtual performances, virtual choral performances all over the web, and they think, oh, that is great. Well, to do one song, it is easily 40 hours of after work to be done, meaning putting all of those pieces together and having to match up all those voices, which is why I'm deciding not to take that on myself. That's beyond a skill set that I have or am interested in having, because I have enough that I need to get accomplished. But I am looking to hire a professional company that can do that for us. The only thing that we would need to do, those who are participating in this project, is to send me a recording of you singing your individual part of the piece that I will announce later this summer that we are going to record. And you just need to sing it. You will see me conducting, so you'll be able to follow me while you are singing your particular part. We will have sectional rehearsals each week leading up to the point where we all have to submit our recordings in to the agency that is going to do this for us. So it's going to be a fun project. It's a great way we can sort of collaborate. I'll have some teams groups where we can talk about what we're experiencing, what works, what doesn't work, the what ifs, if we find out this pandemic is still, in full force come January, what do we do at that point? So there's a lot that we're going to have to be thinking about and discussing, but I believe in taking one challenge at a time. So first is about the engagement of the virtual choir. We're going to get out there, we're going to put this project together, and we're going to have something that we're going to be very, very proud of. And that project, that finished product, will be used, obviously, to promote our 65th anniversary series of events. There's going to be several major events that are going to take place in the spring, celebrating the college's 65th anniversary, but more specifically, the choral program's 65th anniversary, because we were founded simultaneously. So that's a great anniversary. Also, the fact that we will be celebrating Branch County Community Chorus's 20-year anniversary as well in the spring. So with all of that being said, that's one major project that we will be taking part in. Other events that are going to occur, or special projects that are going to occur, is the Music in Quarantine series. We're bringing that back. It was very popular earlier in March and April and early May, where we had the faculty performing in their bathrooms, in their bedrooms, in their living rooms, backyards, wherever they were. You know, that was really, really great. And we will do that again, both faculty, but I'm also going to ask if you, as an individual performer and member of our ensemble, you want to sing something that can then be broadcast through our Music in Quarantine series, or if you are an instrumentalist as well and you want to play something, you are more than welcome to notify me of that, and I will be compiling those things in early August, asking for volunteers who want to submit a video of their performance on that. Also, I am going to do it's not a documentary, because that's not what I am, but I am going to do a video about the history of the choral programs here at Kellogg Community College, and it's something very short, very sweet, but it's really to focus on the history of the early days of the choir and how we developed, and talking a little bit about our past directors, leading up to the development of the touring choir, as well as, of course, the celebration of the Branch County Community Chorus. And with that part, with the Branch County part specifically, I'm going to reach out to several of you. Many have already contacted me and expressed an interest, but I will reach out to you and have you share some of your stories about being in choir, the things that you love, the things that you remember, if you participated in any of the tours, your favorite experiences, or the repertoire that we've sang in the past that you really continue to hold close and dear to your heart. So there's those kinds of things that are going to be taking place. And then also, third thing, this is another sort of step up from Music in Quarantine. It's called Music in Special Spaces. And it's the same thing as Music in Quarantine. I'm just giving it basically a different name. But instead of you performing in your home or in your backyard or whatever, I'm actually going to bring my video camera to where you are in a church or some space that have a performance. And yes, we will be distance, and I will certainly have a mask, as I hope will you, but I want to record you in your space. So for example, if I were to ask Kathy Carey to be featured in this, I would ask her to meet me at her church, and then I would video her performing an organ piece or a piano piece in the space where she works. Because what I want to eventually do is get people thinking about, okay, we've had to make all of these changes, but gradually we're going to transition back into those wonderful venues that have fabulous acoustics. I sound much better when I sing in a glorious hall than I do in my backyard or downstairs in my basement. So that's sort of the third tier of performances, but there will be numerous performances that will be shared via our social media pages to get the word out and keep people thinking about the arts and music here at KCC. We are very, very fortunate that the college continues to believe in us and support what we do. Many of you probably are aware that, if you've seen my Facebook post when I went crazy happy, we got 2 brand new beautiful pianos that are currently sitting in the choir room right now. That's going to be going into either a teaching studio or a practice room. Also, the college has just invested several thousands of dollars to support our choral program by purchasing some risers for us. So when we are giving concerts, we can now take our own risers with us wherever we're going on tour and not have to rely on somebody else providing us with those. And we can choose risers that are very safe and comfortable for the varying levels of security that we need supported in our ensembles when we're performing. So they're the nice wide steps that have the carpeting on it so you don't slip or slide. So it's going to be really nice that we have those. Many of you contributed to that effort when you surprised me by sending in those donations to the college, expressing your support of what we do. So those funds, along with additional funds that the college had put in, are going to purchase these new risers, and I'm overwhelmed with joy for that. So they are invested in what we do. It's not that they're, we go on hiatus and this is an opportunity for them to say, oh, we can save some money, we're going to cut them off. That's not what they are doing. We have great support, and I'm really working hard and developing a very good relationship with Dr. Bennings, who is our new president. I have a very good relationship with Dr. Watson, who is our vice president. I have an excellent relationship and situation with both our dean, Tanya Forbes, and of course our department chair, Barbara Sudeikis, who is also a singer and musician herself. So we have those folks who know who I am and know what we do and what our role is at the college and how important our role is at the college. So if you were concerned about that, because I know a few of you sent me a few private emails worried about that situation, that is not an issue. It really is not. We have the support. It is just this pandemic that is keeping us from doing the thing that we all are missing so greatly. I kind of chuckle because that picture that I think was Martha or Tony, I don't know who posted it originally, with Tony asking me what's wrong, and I'm yelling, it's from me singing in a concert, but the look I have on my face, I'm like, I miss my choir. That hit home. It really hit home because it is so very true. So I miss you guys. We are going to have fun this fall, even though we won't be seeing each other face to face, but we will make music, we will be creative, and we will produce something that you all will be proud of by the end of the semester. A few of you have asked about enrolling for choir this fall. Because the choir is on hiatus, there's no need to enroll, but what I will say to you is this is a great opportunity for you to continue to support the program by being engaged, even though we're not on the rolls, but you are engaged. So at the end of this, I have a project that we can be very proud of and present in January, but I can also go back to our administration and say, look at what we created, even though we could not be together. Creativity abounds in the music program at Kellogg Community College. So I thank you. I wanted to take this moment. It's a Sunday. It's beautiful out. Well, it's raining and thundering, but it is still absolutely beautiful. I'm sitting next to my vegetable garden where I had some delicious dragon peas last night that I pulled fresh from my garden. I'm just in that space right now. So I wanted to share my thoughts with you, to thank you, and to keep you encouraged, because folks, we will get through this. We will sing again. And those of you who are scheduled to go on tour, keep an eye out, because an email was sent from Witty Travel letting us know that the new tour dates are official. We've gotten them set. It is May 16th through the 22nd. They will be emailing all of you to reconfirm that you are on the roll to go on this tour with us. I do have a couple questions that I had for them, just in case if the pandemic is not going down, what do we do at that point? So I'm still waiting back from that, but we are in very, very good shape, and I'm really excited about what is to come, opposed to what we've lost and what we were not able to do, because everything that we had to cancel we'll have an opportunity to do in the coming future. Stay safe, stay healthy, Please wear your face coverings whenever you're around other people. If somebody's coughing and sneezing, get as far away from them as possible. Well, you guys know I'm a germaphobe anyway, so, but keep yourselves healthy, because we have to come back, and we got to come back stronger and healthy, because we are going to be singing from a place, folks, that we've not been before. And I cannot wait to do that. I cannot wait to stand in front of you and hear the last chord of that last piece and feel that energy coming from you to me and from me back to you. Boy, what an experience that shall be. All right. Love you all. Be blessed. Bye-bye.